All right, Jeff Zimmerman here with potentially Brooklyn's next heavyweight champion of the world, Pryce Taylor. Got a big fight coming up on the undercard of the GWOAT, Claressa Shields, July 26th at Little Caesars Arena in Detroit. How you doing, Pryce?
I'm doing good. I'm doing great.
Yeah, man. When Bella reached out about interviewing the potentially next heavyweight champion of the world, I had to take advantage of it.
Let's do it.
Yeah, so let's start here though. You're a New York native. You
Mhm.
had some big fights, man, in your backyard this past weekend.
Mhm.
Um, let's start with Shakur Stevenson. What did you think?
I seen what he was trying to do. I didn't see. I never seen like the pre like all the talk before the fight. I didn't see none of that. But once I seen him fight, once I was there, I could tell what he was doing because as a boxer, you trying to show off. You know you trying to I could tell that the fans was talking a lot of shit about how he runs. He does a lot of running. But if you actually watch his fights, he don't really run. He just trying not to get hit. And he's standing there in front of you. He's not moving too much. He's just moving enough to where he don't get touched. He touch you. And a lot of boxers don't know how to fight like that. They don't know how to fight someone that cannot get touched. They don't know how to use angles. They don't know how to throw certain combinations that's going to get you open up. They don't know how to cut off the ring. If they know how to, if someone, if Zapata knew how to cut off the ring, um, it would have been a lot dangerous for Shakur to fight on the inside because you seen he almost he rocked him pretty hard, and he got his foot on. He got off balance. He didn't get hurt, but he got off balance. You know what I'm saying? So just getting punched and falling is a 8 count, and that looked bad. So I feel like if Zapata knew how to cut off the ring a little better, he would have made Shakur go back to his old style. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Is Shakur ready for Tank Davis? Is that the fight you want to
Yeah,
see
no,
now?
he's not gonna fight on the inside again, ever again. He's not doing that. I wouldn't do it. Why? I'm trying to win.
So he would have to fight the outside
He got to fight. He got to fight the outside and inside. He got to do what he usually does. He got to fight how he fights. He can't twist nothing up this time. He got to be confident in himself.
what about Berlanga? He came in there, with a lot of confidence. You got to give him that. Talked a lot of smack, before the fight, but he's a salesman.
Mhm.
What did you think of what happened to him?
Um, I think y'all gotta understand what the difference is: confidence and just talking at this point. I think you can tell when they get in that ring. When they put their hands a certain way, if they confident, right? So you see Belonga, he come in the ring, his hands is all the way up here like this. That's not confident. My confidence is I'm coming like this. I'm gonna be ready to fight. I'm ready slip, move my head movement. I'm not about to try to, that's not confident in my eyes. That's more of a I'm just talking shit so fans can start coming to the fights.
Hmm.
That's what it looked like.
And then the trilogy, Taylor Serrano, obviously it didn't have the action of the first two. I mean, which would be almost impossible. What did you think of that? Did the right person win again?
This time Katie definitely she was boxing out, but Amanda, she didn't come hard. She didn't come to kill her. She didn't come for that. She came to it looked like she just came to get a check, you know what I'm saying? Maybe she tried to win, but it didn't look like it from the outside. So I'm not her. I just know what I seen, and I seen that she was shadow boxing a lot. She was throwing punches at the air too much. She didn't know how to, cut the ring off, use her back foot. There's a lot of things that Amanda could have done to get that win, and that night it was she didn't do the right thing. She messed up. But at the end of the day, she got paid. That's
Well,
all that
she
really
did it.
matters.
Yeah, it's
She,
prize fighting for a reason. But let's talk about you, Price. You're
yeah.
fighting on the undercard. You're with Salida Promotions, undercard of the GWOAT, who is front row for Shakur Stevenson. How,
Mhm.
how excited are you to fight on her undercard?
Uh, It's a regular fight to me. Honestly, it's probably just gonna be more fans. It's still a fight. I don't want to overthink nothing because at the end of the day, I gotta make sure I'm ready to fight and do what I can do what I'm supposed to do and get him out of there. Like probably the third round, second round. I just gotta do what cut him off and knock him out.
Now let's talk about your story a little bit because boxing was not your first love. You were a basketball player trying to play basketball in college, and then
Yeah.
you got a little bit into some situation. Talk about just your growing up, Brooklyn, and then kind of what happened there.
Yeah, no. So I started basketball 6 years old. I was playing at this little church league. I didn't know what I was doing. They just had us out there. I remember they had us give us nicknames. Uh, I didn't know what a nickname was. I just knew like that's what they people call us. You know, growing up basketball, I didn't know how to dribble until I got to middle school. Until I learned how to, actually I'm supposed to be dribbling. I'm not a big man. I wasn't a big man, but I was the biggest player on the court at the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm 6'4". I'm 6'2" at the time, 6'2", 6 feet. I'm not really a big man. I'm 6'4" now, going to NBA, that's a point guard. But I don't know. I'm not training. They're not training me to dribble and bring up the ball. So it gets to a point where, going in high school, I don't know how to do what I'm supposed to be doing. So now I gotta do certain positions. I gotta change my positioning. I turned into a shooting guard instead of a big man. So I had to learn how to shoot. Uh, Dribbling it took a little while for me to learn how to dribble. I eventually learned how to do it, but it was too late. So uh, at that point, college. I did 1 year college. I didn't get no burn, but after college didn't work out, I had to release some stress, and boxing was the next best thing. Punching things because that's what I usually do. I punch walls, so it's better to just punch the bag and and let you know punch the bag without risking my hand getting broken.
You,
So I
you went
learned
in,
that.
you went through some stuff though, right? You
Yeah.
got accused of
Right.
theft or
Okay. You want me to
something?
tell you about that too? Huh? All right. So basically, what happened was I was doing a test assignment before the school ended, and I needed the computer because I didn't have no computer, and I borrowed the computer from the library. The library closed at a certain time on Friday, earlier than every other day, so I couldn't hand in the laptop when I
Mhm.
finished. So it was time to go. I couldn't wait till Saturday to hand it in, because I already paid for my ticket for Friday. So um, I gave it in to my head RA. I asked him to hand it in. So um, I'm back home now, not thinking about the computer. I'm thinking about the classes I'm gonna do, classes I'm gonna take for next semester. And they give me a call right before, 3 days before school about to start, telling me I can't attend any classes until I pay off the computer. So at that point, I tell her I don't even have the computer. I don't even know where it's. I gave it in. I called the head RA. He told me it was on the table, and that set off. That was I was heated after that one. Not
Mhm.
gonna lie. I don't even think he understood what was going on. He just telling me casually that it's on the table. Like I thought you were supposed to hand it in for me. I asked you to hand it in. He said yeah. You know what I'm saying? If you would have said no, it would have been cool. I would have given it to somebody else to hand it in for me. Um, at that point, I was just like, yeah, nah, I'm not paying for this. I didn't even have it. I'm not about to pay for something I don't got. That's stupid. Oh shit.
Oops.
Automatic lights. um, yeah, so at that point I started working, got a non I did a paid internship, and the paid internship had this guy that trained at Cops and Kids, and I asked him, bro, like let me see what it's like to box. And hold on. I asked to see what it's like to box, and he bring me here to Cops and Kids, and he told me it was free. Shit, I came the next day.
And you've been there ever since.
Oh yeah, I did a couple of days. I did like 1 year in Gleason's. Got all the heavyweights out of there, and then that's when it got boring. I came back to Cops and Kids.
So you're
Plus,
you're you're
plus it
you're
was two
from
hundred dollars a month for this. So I
200 a
was
month?
yeah. So I was like, yeah, no, that's it. I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah. So being from Brooklyn, obviously a lot of fight history there, none other than Iron Mike Tyson. Were you a fight fan growing up? I mean, who do you like to follow? I mean, do you watch any tapes on any guys?
Now when I started boxing, but before I didn't know anything about boxing. I just was a basketball player. I did, all my studying after I learned how to box. The first thing I looked up was who's the top heavyweights as a pro. Who do I gotta take out? And it was at the time it was the Klitschko brothers.
Hmm.
Yeah, Klitschko. And then Anthony Joshua got him out of there. And then now it's Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, Luis Ortiz, and then Tyson Fury at the time. This is before when he fought who was it? I forgot his name. It was Stevenson.
Hmm.
You know what I'm talking about? I forgot his name. But yeah, those guys. And after that, I did all my studying. I try to I tried to do what was perfect for me to learn how to fight fast enough to get into to become a pro because I wanted to turn pro ASAP. I wanted to turn pro immediately. But I started training with Benny, and he told me, "No, don't do that. The best way to make money is to get on that USA team. Get on that
Hmm.
USA team, do some international tournaments, go to the Olympics, and they'll pay for everything. You don't got to pay for nothing." Because you're gonna have to pay for your opponent, the medical bills, their flight, their room, board. You gotta pay for all that. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm just waiting.
Right, right. You need to look up Michael Grant. He was a basketball player turned boxer that my mentor, Hall of Fame referee Richard Still, who did Hagler Hearns, he took him from the basketball court to the boxing ring and did pretty well. So there's someone you could look at. But
Michael Grant.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But you're super active now, man. 5 fights in like the last 8 months. Now you're fighting Robert Sims. He's had about 15, 16 fights. What do you know about him? Anything that concerns you?
Nothing that concerns me. All I know is that he got 12 fights, 4 losses, 12 wins, 4 losses. Um, I'm not concerned. I think it's just more of cutting the ring off and making sure he don't try to crack me none slick. Stay alert and go to that body.
Yeah, you like to get people out of there quick, huh?
Yeah, I do.
So I mean, obviously you mentioned all these guys, that you studied or all these more recent fighters. I saw on your Instagram undisputed heavyweight champ. That is the loftiest of goals. Um, just talk about what the plan is and what's that timeline look like?
Uh, it's really more just learning and every time you learn something new, perfect it. Become its master and master that 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 technique and add it to your arsenal, right? But you don't want to do too much in the fight and forget the basics. Always got to do the basics first, and everything just got to fall in line after. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to look good as if I'm not fighting somebody that's good. That's my mindset because at the end of the day, I just gotta get him out of there,
Hmm.
right? It doesn't matter if I look like Parnell Whitaker, James Toney, Roy Jones. It don't matter if I look like that. I'm a heavyweight. At the end of the day, I just gotta get you out of there. Knock you out. You know.
Man, your mindset, man, just the way you think and just some of the fighters you mentioned. I mean, you seem kind of that old school, old soul kind of guy.
I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you mentioned some of the legends in my era. Um, let's talk about, and we'll wrap up here. I'm here with Pryce Taylor, heavyweight on the rise. Got a big fight coming up July 26th. under the Guots undercard. Some big fights coming up. Pac-Man, Barrios this weekend.
Hmm.
Who do you like in that fight?
It's hard to say, because Pacquiao, he a legend. He's training. I see him training there. But I don't know what's going to happen with the age. I don't know if the age is going to matter, factor in that. Usually, for me, I don't really see age as a factor as your skills. Because if you got great skills, that trumps everything.
Yeah. What about Dubois, Usyk too? Guys in your weight class.
No, yeah, I think Usyk gonna bring this one back, back home. He gonna bring it out because he's ready for that he's ready now this time. Oh
Hmm.
my goodness.
Yeah, you're good.
No, yeah, he's ready. I think he's gonna be ready for the boys this time because once you learn somebody, once you feel someone's power and you see how they fight, as someone that's good at adapting, he's very adaptable. So I think that's gonna be the boys' downfall. I think he should never did that rematch.
Hmm.
I think he shouldn't do that. You just take your loss, man.
Must be
Because
a
now
good
it's gonna be
payday though behind it.
for sure. I guess so. Nah, matter of fact, yeah. I guess, yeah. But it's
And
gonna be it's gonna be bad for him. It's not gonna be good.
all right, well,
Even
we'll
because
have to commit.
you seen when Usyk rematched Joshua.
Right.
Joshua got lighter. He thought he was gonna, do something. Nah, the footwork matters. If you ain't got no footwork, you can't touch nobody.
What are you? Are you light on your feet with a
I'm
heavy
super
hand?
light. It's so crazy how light I am. I'm 280, and it's not gonna look like it. It's not gonna look like it. Don't look like it. Never. I mean, my other fights I did because I didn't really have to move because they not as skilled as me. But once they get to like people that can punch, I'm not getting touched. I'm not about to let you hit me. No, I don't
Hmm.
care. Fuck that shit. I'm backing up. I'm leave. You know what I'm saying? Like top 10. Top 10 is most dangerous for me to stand still, to stand there. That's when I top 10, that's when I think that's when I'm gonna have to use my feet or utilize my feet, maybe even top 30,
Hmm.
right? Top 30 where I'm gonna have to show off a little bit. But
Yeah.
but top 10 is where it's gonna be more I'm not showing off. I'm just trying not to get hit. You
Use
know?
those basketball skills, those athleticism.
Yeah.
And the granddaddy of them all that everyone's waiting for, Canelo Crawford. How do you see that playing out?
I see Crawford doing a great job handling Canelo because Canelo, he he hit hard for sure, but he doesn't know how to, cut off the ring well enough as like he's not cutting the ring off. He just following him. He's just trying to stay in front of him, but he's not cutting off. He's not really stopping him from going the other way. I think that's gonna be his downfall because it's gonna open him up. And I think Crawford's gonna capitalize on that. Um, don't get me wrong, Canelo obviously hits hard, he's bigger. But what I've been saying to everybody that Crawford, when he fought that Russian, I think that was his test for Canelo.
Hmm.
So now I think Crawford is an analyst just like me. How he's gonna break down someone bigger than him, someone that's gonna try to push him around. He's gonna adjust to that, and I think that's gonna be a big adjustment because that's what happened when he fought Gambosis, and then he fought Spence. Right? Spence, he washed him bad, terrible. It was embarrassing. I think that's what's gonna happen when he fights Canelo because he learned from his mistakes and he's gonna capitalize and try to put it on Canelo. He's gonna do that strong jab. That's gonna hurt.
Is he going to
He's gonna,
stop Canelo?
mm, I'm not gonna say all that, but he gonna move his feet. He gonna punch him as hard as he can. If he tries to brawl with him, that's not gonna be a good look because Canelo loves his great timing. He has great timing. I'm not standing in front of Canelo if I was Crawford. I think I would probably get two punches in, move, slip, get another combo, move, Just get out there. Just because throw a lot of feints because the combos. I mean, Canelo's trying to counter. He's trying to time him, especially when they're faster. And Crawford's going to be a lot faster than Canelo that day, just based off I think what he's training for. He's training to not get hit. He's just training to win at this point.
Yeah.
That's what I'll do.
Yeah. What should we expect July 26th, Little Caesars Arena? What should we expect from you, Pryce?
For me, expect a knockout. Don't leave your seats. Don't go to the bathroom. Don't sneeze. Don't look at your phone. Pay attention because it's going to be fast. Don't blink.
Just like another guy from Brooklyn, Mike Tyson. You never wanted to be away from your seat when that fight started.
Yeah. That first round is going to be electric. I'm definitely going to try to get him out of that first round. If you don't get out of it, I'll give him my respect. You durable. It was a good run. It was a good run, but fella.
How can people find you? How can people follow you in your journey?
Pryce Taylor _23 on Instagram. And my TikTok is the Berserker _1, the BERSERKER. Wait. Yeah. _1.
All right. Well, I started following you today, man. I'm excited for the journey. Pryce Taylor may just be another fight to him, but he is fighting under the GOAT, Claressa Shields, July 26th at Little Caesars Arena in Detroit, Michigan. Another fight town. Best of luck, Pryce, and great to get to know you a little bit.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. We'll talk soon.
All right, cool.
Bye.
Bye.